This is a battle with swords, not some fistfight. As long as one of us is still breathing, then this fight's not over.
Hey everyone, how is it going? This is your boy Armored, and today I will be covering the war or the drama that took place in Region 413. So it was an in-house fight between two alliances of the same region. One is K-Zog and the other alliance is HP4. K-Zog was initially pushing towards the metro of HP4, and then obviously they started fighting back. Right now you can see HP4 is having the player named Walking. He is from IC8 region 116. So a word about this war, why it took place, why it happened. So what happened is that the stronger players of HP4 they moved to the region 116 with IC8 to form a stronger alliance. I covered IC8 in my stronger alliances as well. It is a very big alliance, a very strong alliance. So initially, they wanted to take out their tower by swarming, but they had enough firepower with a strong garrison, that is Raigoro and Raven. And Raigoro Raven is a very strong combination in the garrison because Raigoro gives a very strong shield, and Raven basically buffs up that shield with her skill. So this is one of the reason it is very strong. So right now you can see one of the players of Kezog, he got burned because he ported right in the middle of a territory which was not their own. So be careful when you port. Try to keep your battle fever not checked. That way you can pop a shield right away. So here you can see Fucking is really strong. He is having 1 billion kill points. My god, 1 billion kill points is really hard to achieve, and this only reflects that this guy is really strong. So on the other side of Kezog, one of the teams that was fighting, they are not like really strong as HP4, but obviously I think they thought that they might be able to like walk in the park for them and easily take over the territory by burning after their stronger players had left. But one thing I want to show you just in a few moments, Kezog did a very, you can say, unique strategy or tactics. I was really impressed by this because it shows that they understand the game a lot. So you can see this is the metro which is being held by HP4, and no other alliance is near the metro. So it does seem like that HP Kezog they want their share of the metro, either the share or they want access to metro. One of the two things can be possible. But other than that, they are having one CT4 and HP4 is having the other CT4. So it means the overall server is quite balanced except the metro. So let me hop over to what was impressive for me. So right here, you can see what Kezog did was use shields on their farms and they ported them inside the territory. Like they are not inside the territory, but basically they are near to the tower. They have used universal ports to get near the tower. So this way, what they can do is actually, since HP4 was much stronger than them in the field, so they can use these bases to hop towards the tower. So this was a very unique strategy, and I think this can be reflected, maybe repeated by other teams where they feel they are inferior to their opponents. Very good strategy, but do not do what these guys are doing, like walking so far away. What you should and what I do recommend, what you all should do is base hop. Like always base hop, and then once you are near to the tower, then you can reinforce it. So this is the correct method of reinforcing the bases or the towers. So right now they were trying to do a rally and then followed it up with a swarm so they can do the maximum damage. So what Kizog did in response to this was they launched a counter rally of rider heroes. So everyone knows that rider heroes are really strong versus snipers. So this was the correct choice of troops, and he's using Lewis and Bard in his offense. Snipers are obviously strong against infantry garrison, and the reason for using Lewis and Bard is because both of them deal area damage. So if anyone tries to swarm this rally, they will be affected really hard. Like it is like almost impossible, not impossible, but it will be very costly for whoever tries to swarm a rally, which is of Lewis and Bard. So right now, I wanna give another piece of advice to all those who are a little weaker than their opponents. Never activate your battle fever, especially when you are outside your alliance territory. Right now, you can see this guy is extremely weak, and what he has done is break his shield. Now that he has broken his shield, he cannot port, and if he has to port, he should have done like before he was gonna get swarmed. Now, once he has been swarmed, the damage is insane. You cannot sustain a swarm by a T6 player, and especially someone who is as strong as walking. And people must be wondering what was the cause of this fight. And the bottom line is that Kezog brought outsiders, in opinion of HP4, and they tried to take their metro. They tried to push on towards the metro and take the presidency for themselves. So the bottom line of this fight was basically for the metro, you can say. And second of all, they called metro, and the leader of HP4, he had left the station, like the region, for a stronger alliance to help them out with their fights. But obviously his interest remained with his former alliance, his friends. And when they tried to take his region, he came back to defend it. So the next thing I want to talk about is the counter rally. He used Felix, and with Felix he used, I think, Seven. In my opinion, in my understanding of the game right now, Felix and Ilana, they are the strongest rider pair in the game right now. Sorry, he used Felix and it seems Catherine. So whatever, Ilana and in my understanding of the game, like Felix and Ilana are the best rider pair, rider hero squad in the game right now, and he's using Felix and Catherine. So if you want to use the Calamity Sisters, they must be used together, because once they are together, yeah. But when you want to use the Calamity Sisters together, their skins must be unlocked, right? Because once their skins are unlocked, they are a super strong rider pair. So if you want to deploy two riders in the field, it would be recommended to deploy Felix, Elana, and the Calamity Sisters with the skins. If you do not have the skin, then you can obviously use someone like Bella and Mai. If you don't have Bella or Mai, you can use Bella, with any of the rider heroes. So after a while, a lot of players from HP4, they got online, and they started dominating the field. And they were trying to move Kezog out of the area. They were quite successful in that, because Kezog did not have enough firepower as compared to HP4. And HP4 looked like they were quite obviously they were spanking them quite hard. It was making a lot of sound, and their cheeks were quite red. I did not see that, but I believe that. Because later on you will see that not only they pushed them back, but they were able to take down their tower, and they started burning them too. And later on, the president of IC8, he also showed up, and he helped out HP4, which was quite detrimental to Kezog. Kezog even tried to rally the tower that was being established by HP4. Now the hero choices was quite correct, but the garrison of HP4, it held out. Like Lewis is quite good in garrison, but against a rally which is rider based, I would not recommend. Rider based rallies should be countered by someone like infantry. And if you do not have strong infantry and you have strong rider, then you can use Chasey, you can use Victor, and everybody loves Raigoro and Raven right now. That is a strong garrison also. So you can see they easily beat back their rally. And like earlier you saw, they were able to push back their rally thanks to the counter rally. So the counter rallies are really important in siege battles. As soon as someone launches a rally and it has moved outside his base, the moment it moves outside the base, one of your stronger players should uh, launch a counter rally according to the offensive rally that is going to siege your tower or your checkpoint or whatever. So this is one of the factors I wanted to talk about here. So they were able to not only establish their tower, and they were able to connect with Kezog's tower, and after that Woking launched an offensive rally on the tower of Kezog. It looked like that Kezog was being pushed back. They were unable to field fight, and they were not even able to like garrison fight against them. Counter rallies were not coming, and Woking proved quite strong for them. I talked to Woking, and he told me that actually it was Kezog who was creating trouble in the region, and they were trying to basically bully HP4 into different set of things, which I talked about earlier. And he was called by his friends, and he wanted his friends to stay there. Obvious reasons, because you do not want to lose the reason that you worked so hard on. Kezog did try to garrison it again and again. I have the battle reports, but they are not like very special. I'll try to update them at the end. And after that, this tower it fell. Kezog's tower fell, and they had many members that got burned. So this is the update from Region 413. I hope you enjoyed it. I talked about little aspects of the fighting as well. I hope you like that too. And be sure to check other videos. I will be updating part 2 of the fight that took place in Region 555. So be sure to check that out too. So thank you for watching, guys, and have a good day.